Hello, English 2. Go to Schoology, and the lesson for today is Connecting Short Answer. Download this file and follow along. And we're using the same document that we did for yesterday. I've added a part 2, Connected Short Answer Response. Okay, there are 3 short answer responses here, and I'm going to show you how to complete one of them using Answer, Cite, and Explain. You should be familiar with this, but we're going to go over it again. Right? Number 1, what do the passage and poem have in common? So we are going to look at the article on the 9-year-old that survived a flood, and the poem by Robert Frost, On a Tree Fallen Across the Road, to answer that question. And so I have notes, I have a table from yesterday that might help me in answering this. To answer this, I want a broad kind of answer. What do the two have in common? What do they talk about, for example? They have a common topic, so I'm going to answer that question. First, I answer it. I answer in my own words. What do the passage and poem have in common? The two works show how mankind is at the mercy of Mother Nature. Okay, I've arrived at that answer because I've read each one, and their common ground is what happens when Mother Nature is out of control and we are powerless to do anything about it. As in the article, there's a flood, and in the poem, there's a fallen tree. As you will see, the speaker and his friends are able to work around the fallen tree situation a little easier than the 9-year-old with the flood. Okay, so I go back to each article or to each item, and in the article, a 9-year-old had to think quickly during a flood. So, quote, she grabbed a floating log and clung to it all the way down the wedgie, close quote. Okay, so this quotation here from the article, which I've highlighted, okay, all right, so the 9-year-old had to grab a log and float and clung to it all the way down the wedgie, which is a creek. So I've copied that, I've highlighted it, I can copy it, paste it, and work it into my answer with quotation marks around it and with words that introduce it grammatically. So it reads as if it is my own words, except it is not. I have quotation marks around it. Okay, so I've answered the first part of this. Now I move on to the next piece. What about the poem? What does it have in common? Okay, again, Mother Nature. In the poem, the speaker and others are out for a run when they come across a fallen tree in their path. Though the situation is not as desperate, and I put that because it is not life-threatening like it is to the 9-year-old girl. Her life is at stake. She has to do something. In this case, they simply, after mulling it over, they decide on another route. The speaker and his friends decide to go elsewhere. There's other options, they're saying, as they steer straight off after something into space. And that, I've highlighted that in the poem. Okay, that's the end of it. After they describe the situation, the fallen tree, what it means to them. They're tired of circling in one place. They're tired of letting the tree hold them up, and steer straight off after something into space indicates they're moving on. They're going somewhere else. So I again copy and paste into my answer, and that takes me very close to the end of this question that I have answered, cited, and explained. Okay, so again, my quote is integrated into my own sentences and flows, and I have one last explanation here. They steer straight off after something into space meaning something else has caught their eye and the problem is solved. Okay, that's short answer. See you in class.